Hello, my name is Sandy Issler, and today we're going to talk about the controlled unleash pattern game known as ping pong. So, ping pong pattern game allows us to start to introduce some motion into our pattern games, and this can be beneficial for some dogs that need a little bit of an energy release, reduce their arousal by using motion and moving around. We typically introduce the ping pong pattern game after we have taught the up-down pattern game, so the dog kind of comes to this knowing the concept of the start buttons, and we will build on that. The benefits again to this pattern game are we're going to be bringing some predictability into some unpredictable situations. We can use it where dogs might be a little bit concerned about the environment. It'll help them process the environment a little bit better. And make them more resilient in the face of the distractions that maybe had worried them in the past. Also, this pattern game is going to have some stationary parts and some motion parts. So just changing from stationary to motion, the dogs have to kind of learn how to regulate their arousal. So it's kind of a good game for that as well. So to play the game, we can use targets or not use targets again. I like to start with targets. Targets let us give some predictability as to where the treat's going to land. This can be very beneficial for dogs such as Holly, who gets a little bit excited when she starts having to search for treats. She can start to get a little over-aroused with that. So we're going to begin this ping pong pattern game by placing a target pretty close to our 1 foot, and then another target close onto the other side of our other foot. When we're teaching ping pong to clients, it's often really good to have a target for the client, sort of showing them where they're supposed to stay and stand relative to this game. So I'll put this green target here. So I'm going to begin the game by placing a treat, again, relatively close to my foot here. Holly looks at me, I click. I put the next treat over to my right foot. She looks, I put my treat to the left. She looks, put my treat to the right. We can then start to move the targets out and start the game a little bit further distance. Now what we really want in the ping pong game is for the dog's start button to come center, look at us, click treat, come center, look at us, click treat, okay? So we'll start to see that with the targets a little bit further apart. Holly comes in front of me, orients, looks at me, tells me to put the next treat down, and back and forth we go. Okay? So then we can fade the targets. And again, we'll get these out of the way. We'll start again by placing a treat relatively close to our foot on, place the start button treat relatively close to our foot on the left side. When she orients to me, I'm going to click, put it close to my right. Then I'm progressively going to put the treat further and further out and get to the point of kind of doing a treat roll so she can kind of see where it is going. All right, so we'll start the game. Oops. Let's start the game again, Holly. She knows this game, so I waited for her to come center. All right, now I'm going to start to place the treat a little further away. Holly's doing really well, but she can start to get a little jazzed up with this more targetless ping pong game. All right, so all done. So if a dog struggles a little bit with the ping pong game when you're starting to teach it, what I might do is start with the up-down game that they already know, and then kind of roll into the ping pong game just so they have a starting point of something that's a little more familiar to them. All right, so that is the controlled unleash pattern game known as ping pong. Thank you. All right, right left pattern game with horse head. Good. 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 All right. It's a good stuff. Do I smell like dog? Good. 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 Someone else wants to blame. Good. Okay, all done. Try again. See if it smells like chicken. You sure? You want it? Okay. See it?
Nice. Yeah, that's a little easier for her. Beautiful. Good job, Gigi. And Danielle. Very nice.